Hey guys, what's up? It's another Monday, and you know what that means? It's another Murderous Monday. Now, this is a continuation of the Ken and Barbie killers, aka Paul Bernardo and Karla Homolka. Now, I couldn't do the first. Now, I couldn't do this video in all one shot because I was. Yeah, because I had a doctor's appointment, but it's the second part of the video. Alright, so if you guys haven't seen the first part of the video, which basically coming out, I just uploaded it just now, so we're almost done anyway. It's called, alright, now publication ban. Citing, citing the need to protect Bernardo's right to a fair trial, a publication ban was imposed on Homolka's preliminary inquiry. The Crown had applied for the ban, which was imposed on July 5th by Frances Kovacs of the Ontario Court of Justice. Through her lawyers, Homolka supported the ban. Bernardo's lawyers argued that he would be prejudged by the ban, since Homolka had been portrayed as his victim. 4 media outlets and 1 author also imposed the ban. Some lawyers argued the rumors could damage the future trial process more than the publication of events. In February of 1994, Homolka divorced Bernardo, and public access to the internet effectively nullified the court's order, as did proximity to the US-Canada border. America journalists not subject to the publication ban published details of Homolka's testimony, which were distributed by electronic ban breakers. Newspapers in Buffalo, Detroit, Washington, D.C., and New York City, and the United Kingdom, as well as radio and television stations close to the border divulged the trials. Canadians brought copies of the Buffalo News across the border, prompting orders to the NRP to arrest all of those with more than one copy at the border. Extra copies were confiscated. Copies of the newspaper, including the New York Times, were turned back at the border or not accepted by distributors in Ontario. Gordon Dom, a retired police officer who defied the publication ban by disturbing details from foreign media, was convicted of 2 counts of contempt of court. Trial, conviction, and incarceration. Bernardo was tried for the murders of French and Mahaffey in 1995, and his trial included detailed testimony from Homolka and videotapes of the rapes. Bernardo testified that the deaths were accidental, later claiming that Homolka was actual killer. On September 1st of 1995, Bernardo was convicted of a number of offenses, including the 2 first-degree murders and 2 aggravated sexual assaults, and sentenced to life imprisonment without parole for at least 25 years. He was designated as a dangerous offender, making him unlikely to ever be released. Homolka's plea bargain was criticized by many Canadians, since Bernardo's first defense lawyer, Ken Murray, had withheld the videotapes exposing Homolka's culpability for 17 months. The videotapes were considered crucial evidence. Hold on a second. Yeah, crucial evidence. Crucial evidence, and prosecutors said that they would never have agreed to the plea bargain if they had not seen them. Murray was later acquitted of obstruction of justice and faced a disciplinary hearing by the Law Society of Upper Canada. Although Bernardo was kept in the segregation unit at Kingston Penitentiary, for his own safety, he was attacked and harassed. He was punched in the face by another inmate when he returned from the shower in 1996. And you know what they do in the shower, right? No, I'm just kidding. In June 1999, 5 convicts tried to storm his segregation range at a riot squad used gas to disperse them. On February 21st, 2006, the Toronto Star reported, which is a newspaper, reported that Bernardo had admitted sexually assaulting at least 10 other women while in attacks not previously attributed to him. Most were in 1986, a year before the spree attributed to the Scarborough rapist. Authorities suspected Bernardo in other crimes, including a string of rapes in Amherst, New York, and the drowning of Terry Anderson in St. Catharines, but he has never acknowledged his involvement. His lawyer, Anthony G. Bryant, reportedly forwarded the information to legal authorities in November of 2005. In 2006, Bernardo gave a prison interview in which he claimed that he had reformed and would make a good parole candidate. He became eligible to petition a jury for early parole in 2008 under the Faint Hope Clause, since he committed multiple murders before the 1997 Criminal Code Amendment. But he did not do so. In 2015, Bernardo applied for his day parole in Toronto. According to the victim's lawyer, Tim Danson, it is unlikely that Bernardo will ever be released in any capacity due to his dangerous offender status. In September 2013, Bernardo, who was transferred to Millhaven Institution in Bath, where he was reportedly segregated from other inmates. In November 2015, Bernardo self-published a book called A Mad World Order, a violent fictional 631-page e-book on Amazon. By November 2015, the book was reportedly an Amazon bestseller, but was removed from the website due to public outcry. In October 2018, Bernardo had been set to go to trial for possession of a shank while incarcerated. However, the prosecution dropped the charges due to their determination that there was no reasonable probability of conviction. Bernardo became eligible for parole in February of 2018. On October 17th of that year, he was denied full parole by the Parole Board of Canada. His next parole hearing took place on June 22nd, 2021. It took only 1 hour of deliberation by the presiding judge for his application to be turned down. In May of 2023, after spending a decade at Millhaven Institution, a medium security facility in Quebec, where he will continue to serve his indeterminate sentence. The transfer caused controversy, and initially the reason for the transfer was not provided to the public. Bernardo had successfully applied to be moved there. In light one of the scandal and dismay raised by the transfer on June 5th, 2023. Correctional Service Canada announced it was to review the decision, and on July 20th, Commissioner Ann Kelly explained a 30-minute press conference that the review board found the transfer to be sound in view of the passage of Bill C-83, an act to amend the Corrections and Conditional Release Act and another act. On July 26, 2023, Public Safety Minister Marco Mendicino was dropped from cabinet and replaced by Dominic LeBlanc. During a cabinet shuffle, with the media attributing his demotion to the controversy around Bernardo's transfer. The day after LeBlanc was installed, the Globe and Mail, which is another, which are another newspapers, wrote an article covering his opinion that the legislation was inconsequential, while Pierre Poilievre, the leader of the opposition, said that this was an example of soft on criminal policies of the Trudeau government, which Jason Trudeau is the president. Well, of of Canada. On October 25th, 2023, Bernardo's next parole hearing was scheduled for February of 2024. But on March 6th, 2024, MP, which I don't really know what that means, Frank Caputo learned there was an inmate hockey rink on the premises of Macasa. Caputo said the cherry on top was seeing this beautiful gymnasium, and next to that is a weight room, much nicer than 95% of Canadians have access to. Law Enforcement Review. After Bernardo's 1995 conviction, the Ontario government appointed Archie Campbell to review the roles played by the police services during the investigation. His 1996 report, Campbell found that a lack of coordination and communications by police and other elements of the judicial system contributed to a serial predator falling through the cracks. One of Campbell's key recommendations was for an automated case management system for Ontario's police services to use in investigations of homicides and sexual assaults. Ontario is the only place in the world with this type of computerized case management network. Since 2002, all municipal police services and the Ontario Provincial Police have had access to this network known as PowerCase. Right, now the last paragraph. We're getting down to nitty-gritty here. Psychology. Bernardo scored a 35 out of 40 on the psychopathy checklist, a psychological assessment tool used to assess the presence of psychopathy in individuals. This classified a clinical psychopathy psychopathy. Homolka, by contrast, scored only a 5 out of 40. At his October 17th, 2018 parole meeting, evidence from expert psychiatric reports found that he had deviant sexual interests, and he made the diagnostic criteria of sexual sadism, voyeurism, and paraphilia not otherwise specified. The reports furthermore stated that if he met the criteria for narcissistic personality disorder and met the requirement for a diagnosis for psychopathy, meaning he was thereby more likely to repeat violent sexual offending. The reports concluded that Bernardo showed minimal insight into his offending, which is consistent with file information that suggests he has been keen over the years to come up with his own unsubstantiated reasons for his criminal behavior. Alright, and now after Homolka got out of prison, I forgot what she's doing now, but she's somewhat in like the limelight, and I think she's, now I could be wrong, but I think she is now like a TED talker or something, like, or she's some kind of talker or something for like for like um for like stranger danger or something. Like, I mean, she's literally a serial killer turned into some kind of like influencer or something. Alright, but before I get off this video, I'm gonna give you a hint of what my next video will be about. My next video will be about, I think he was 14 years old. 14 years old. He killed his great-grandmother with a sledgehammer. Him and his friend. I forgot his friend's name, but we're only going to be talking about him. Not the friend, but him. His initials are AB. And he attacked and killed his 75-year-old great-grandmother. I forgot her name. Meredith something, I think, or whatever. For money, for pizza and weed. I mean, how can you do that to your own great-grandmother? For pizza and weed. Alright, but anyway, that will be my hint for my next video. And if you guys know who I'm talking about, please like, comment, oh, well, please comment down below, but please like and subscribe and comment and turn the notifications in my videos so you never miss an upload. And I also have other YouTube channels. I have the Wrestling King 619. I also have this channel. I have Music Man Mike 1234, and I have a new channel called Sparky and His Friends Adventures. But it's hard to find that one. If you put like the @ sign, Sparky and his it's Sparky and Friends Adventures, like and signs, like the @ sign Sparky and Friends Adventures, it'll come up with 5 subscribers, which is me. And I actually did a custom logo with my social media person. And please like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.